Another green day for AMC in the bag today, closing more than 8.5%. This is good. This is good because it supports the continuous uptrend we started since couple of weeks, closing continuously 3 Fridays in a row and followed by 3 green Mondays in a row. So days like this, we need to continuously have even more as we get closer to one of the key levels, as we have new short sellers who came into the play around maybe the low 30s, and right now we're looking at a big domino effect pushing the price even higher. So I'm going to share with you a clip footage of another so Michelle Scheider. She's from Market Gosh, and she's actually giving her insights of what she's looking into AMC on the very short term. So I'm going to just play it and we're going to listen. So hear me out.
Michelle, I saw your list, your buy list. It looks very eclectic. I hope that's the right word. You got beaten down names like IBM and Viacom, and then you got these names, these momentum names like an AMC. So, I mean, we only got a minute left, but can you go through this real quick, particularly for AMC, because we've got an audience who kind of favors those names.
Well, I'm looking at AMC from a technical standpoint mainly, and when we were on last week, remember it went from 40 to 46 like that, and it's been consolidating since, and here we are back at around 46. So I think if we can hold here, get through 48, I see 60 pretty easily. It just always has a lot of interest. It's still a meme stock. And if we're going to see any kind of optimism on back to normalcy with movie going, and especially as we get into the fall season and more movies will be made, then that could help fundamentally. As far as IBM,
All right, guys, here you have it. We can see 40, we can see 60 in the very near future. I mean, keep in mind that we've seen 25% gains green days on AMC. We've seen 50, we've seen a lot of those spike movements where on a single day it can go all the way up, gaining $25 per share, especially given the fact that we had a bunch of short sellers who came in and initiated small short positions into the stock when we were down below $30 a share right here at the beginning of the month. So if we are already up more than 57% so far, and you cannot tell me that these guys haven't been kicked out or are not in the brink of being kicked out, even though they averaged and they added more money into the short positions. I mean, guys, 57% down. It means whatever amount of money you put in, you are losing more than half of it. I mean, either you have to add additional cash to sustain that position, or you have to cover, okay? And I'm not guessing at this point we have too many of those little short sellers who are actually out, but they are really on the brink. So when we reach $48 or around that, $50, man, I can guarantee you it's gonna kick a domino effect that's potentially gonna have those little short sellers, the little fish in the play, to actually start covering, and we can expect only this to push even the price higher. Also taking into consideration FOMO. I mean, this is the reason why we've seen a lot of these huge suits, Vanguard, all of those mutual funds, all of those ETFs buying a lot more into the stock, because they pretty much look at the chart and they also look at the fundamentals, which we know has very little to play here. But definitely, guys, things are really setting up pretty dang good for this thing to fly even higher and reach new all-time high. So this is it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Cheers.